Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I know a lot of you guys out there saw the comments that Ronnie Coleman made after all of this, and I don't want this video to be taken in a negative way because I'm not intending it to be negative. I'm not going to try to bash Ronnie Coleman here. I watched Ronnie Coleman train one time in person, and I can honestly say I have never seen another human being train that hard in my life. His work ethic was inhuman. So I have nothing but respect for that. However, the thing that we really need to step back and look at here is that you have someone who has suffered debilitating injuries. He is basically a cripple now as a result of being the best at what he did. Now, that being said, he also made a lot of money doing it. He got a lot of personal fulfillment doing it, and he lived his dream. That was his choice to make as a grown man, and I can respect his choice to do that. I can absolutely respect that, to live his life the way he wanted to live it, be the best, get rich doing it, and live a happy, fulfilling life. More power to him. The difference between that and a lot of people out there is that he has all these trophies, he has all this fame, he has adoring fans, and he has a lot of money to make things okay if he never gets his legs back or ability to walk again. He's got a lot to fall back on. A lot of people out there throw themselves into something like this hoping to obtain that sort of notoriety or wealth or fulfillment in life, and they end up giving it everything they have and they end up with nothing. And when it comes to something like bodybuilding or powerlifting, far less than 1% of people out there are ever going to make a living at it. When it comes to training, it's okay to use this sort of thing as motivation, but a lot of guys will see this and they'll push themselves too far, get injured, and the thing is, they're not going to make any money doing it. A lot of young guys will see this stuff and get the idea to think that it's okay to push yourself so far or to do stupid things in the gym that you end up paralyzed or with a back injury or shoulder injury or all sorts of problems that are going to cripple you for life, and then you're going to be crippled and broke because you threw 100% of your efforts into something that's not going to make you money. And guys, I know that money isn't everything. I'm not trying to say that it is. But what I'm saying is if you're crippled and hurt and broke at the same time, you're going to know the meaning of an unhappy life at that point. I'm saying that from firsthand experience as someone who got sick, really, really sick, and spent a year in bed, and I lost everything that I owned. I was destitute and sick and crippled at the same time. When you find yourself in that situation, life isn't very fulfilling. So my advice to a lot of you guys out there is that if you know you're never going to make a living, never going to make a living doing bodybuilding or powerlifting or weightlifting or anything like that, don't hurt yourself doing it. Treat it as a hobby, treat it as a major part of your lifestyle, something that you incorporate into your lifestyle every day that's part of who you are, but don't throw your entire being into it to the point to where you have nothing else to fall back on, because people do get injured, they do get hurt doing these things, and if you don't have anything else in your life going on or anything else to fall back on, you're going to find yourself in a pretty dark place in your life. So what I would recommend is that, again, treat it like the hobby that it is, and if you can find something else that you're passionate about that is going to give your life fulfillment, something to fall back on, help you financially, throw your passions into something that's going to help you build a life for yourself. Throw your passions and your energy and all of that drive. If you want to have the type of work ethic that Ronnie Coleman had, throw it into something that is going to give you a more fulfilling life and stability in the long run. And you're going to be so much happier for it. You're going to be better off, because the truth is the majority of you aren't going to be Ronnie Coleman. Now, if you happen to be that 1 in a million who's blessed with his genetics to do what he does, and it's your passion at the same time, then by all means go for it. But that is not going to be 99% plus of the people out there listening. Find something that is going to give your life meaning and stability and throw your passions into. That is what Ronnie Coleman did, but he was capable of doing that in that endeavor. Find the endeavor that you're capable of doing that in and give it everything. Don't try to follow in his footsteps when you know that you probably can't do so, because you're not going to end up with the same results if you get hurt. Find something else that you know that you can do to throw that energy into. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.